Hello, good morning. Just thought I'd make a video about this is a follow up from the other video. Last thing I did was to do a video, and now I'm starting my day with video. But what I wasn't wanted to talk about was self worth and trust. How do Jehovah's Witnesses, ex Jehovah's Witnesses, build self worth and develop trust? Because this is a very common thing for ex Jehovah's Witness. I'm guessing that there is a trust lack of being able to trust. Uh, so I would say that well, as a Jehovah's Witness, it was seen as humility to be putting yourself down. If you're, I don't know, like if you're having like nice hair, you're gonna say, "Oh no, 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 this is nothing. This is actually I don't have a nice hair." Or if you're it's a like the polite thing to do, or the humble thing to do, to put yourself down in whatever strength that you have. You would deny it and say, no, I don't have that strength. uh, so the opposite to build self-worth is the opposite, is to be able to recognize your strengths. I know when I left the organization, I was always looking up to other people. Oh, I want to be like that. I don't have any worth. I don't find that I have anything to bring, but I would want to become like the other person, like an extroverted person, for example. I just want to be like, oh, that person is super good to seduce women. I want to be like them. So not really appreciating who you are and wanting to become somebody else. That was where I was. But today I can see my strengths because I've done personality tests, and I've experienced more of my strengths, and people have told me also what my strengths are. So I can name it like this, like I'm kinesthetic, for example. I'm creative, I'm introspective, intellectual. I am musical. uh, Kinesthetic means that I'm good with expressing myself with my body and musically. And introspective means I can analyze what I'm thinking, uh, and I can think about things and figure things out in my head. Um, and I do have athletic abilities, and I'm bilingual. I can speak English and French. Uh, I have I have a lot of accomplishments, experiences, like uh, completing a lot of transition programs, traveling, having mentors. I have a good imagination. I'm good with imagining. Like I have a lot of like a world, an inner world that is rich. I can plan long term. I have long term vision. I'm patient, determined, um, and so there are things like physically also. Like I'm tall. I'm strong because I work out, um, and so I think self-worth is also about get experiencing new things, and then just having successes. The more success, it doesn't matter what your success is, but if you have success, then your self-worth is getting better. uh, how do you trust somebody after you leave the Jehovah's Witnesses? uh, I know that when you're a Jehovah's Witness, just because you're around other Jehovah's Witnesses, you can trust your Jehovah's Witness family because they are uh, part of your religion. But when you leave, uh, who do you trust? Because you don't feel like you can relate really maybe to people. I don't know. Some people can make friendships out. I've had a lot of struggle with that. Building friendships was very always very difficult for me. I'm not a social butterfly, but then there's also this expectation that when you want to really have a deep connection with people, and sometimes that takes a lot of time. It's not instant like in Jehovah's Witness land. Um, though the things that I learned from my therapist is like you have different circles. You have your acquaintance circle, whereas it's the people that you say hi to, uh, but it never really goes farther than that. And then you have your friends, like not best friends, but some friends that you share more with, which doesn't really work out like that on social media, because social media you're kind of open like best friends stuff with everybody, but in theory it's like your friends you would have more conversations with, maybe somebody you have coffee with. I know I've had I've had some coffee with some people on Zoom or whatever, on Facebook. So just people you have conversations with. I know in school, like I have some conversations there, in the community space. Uh, so these are, well, maybe they're not gonna be like lasting friends, but they're still people that they can recognize you and they say, hey, hi, how are you? And maybe there's a little bit of a friendship there. But this is not trust, because trust is deeper than that. To have trust would be to be able to think to that you can rely on the person, and that's, I think it's more like a gut feeling. Um, some people they kind of prove themselves to be trustworthy when uh, they show that they're competent. They show that they have an understanding of you, how you think and where you are, and uh, uh, and it's a risk. It's also a risk to be like somebody who once told me that you need to give a little bit and then you see how the other person is responding. But then if there's the back and forth works, then maybe trust was gonna be there. But don't like give 100% to somebody that you don't trust, because uh, it's more testing a little bit, and then seeing if there's an understanding there, and if you can feel it, if you find that okay, things make sense and there's an understanding of on the part of the other side, and there's a risk on your side that, yeah, um, that's I think that's trust. And trust is not permanent either. It's something that needs to be renewed. So for me it's more like, oh well, who do I trust now? And there's certain people that I would be more uh, I would be more trusting.